This is Movies in Contemplation with Jirach and...
Oh, am I talking to you?
Jesus, yeah.
Hello, my dears! Oh, puppets, we have a wonderful show today. Oh, dears. I am so fucking excited.
I am so
that
excited.
This one... Ah!
Yes.
Thank you, God.
Contemplators, this was a lot of fun. If you did not listen to our previous episode, Secondhand Lions, instead of us picking a Robin Williams film, we asked our listeners and our supporters to pick one. A lot got mentioned.
Yes, a lot of really good ones.
Yeah, really. I mean, it's like, how could...
I mean, there really isn't
a bad Robin Williams
Even
film.
Popeye was okay in some aspects.
I loved Popeye when I was a kid.
Blow me down.
You know, that was a very cute kids film.
Yeah.
For me, yeah. But the top four ended up being Birdcage, Dead Poets, Mrs. Doubtfire, and What Dreams May Come.
Yes.
But in the end, like right at the last second, Mrs. Doubtfire won.
She won.
She won,
Oh,
yeah.
I love it.
Dead Poets was second, then Birdcage, and then What Dreams May Come was last.
Yes.
But,
very good.
Yes, I can see us eventually doing all of them at
we're,
some point.
We're
You know what I
doing
mean?
more
Like,
than,
yeah.
We will be doing a lot more than just one Robin Williams film.
Yes.
I just can't believe I haven't picked any in so long. I guess, I don't know. I just love Robin, and I think because of, like, his passing, I've just been kind of like, oh my god, because just watching his films now.
It's so heartbreaking,
Yeah.
and especially, like, how he passed is so devastating because he really is, like, one of the most beloved actors of his time. Like, I don't know any person that doesn't like Robin Williams.
Right.
Like, either, like, as a person or his films. Like, who doesn't think he's funny?
Yeah.
Nobody.
No.
I don't know anyone.
No.
If someone's one of them out there, like, I would love to know who you are.
And I know he was like such a genuine guy when he came to St. Louis when I was a kid. My dad's friend, we'll refer to him as the Reverend, was a limo driver, and he drove Robin Williams.
Wow.
And Robin Williams tipped him like $40.
Nice.
Yeah, he was like
For a little limo ride.
for like they really went not far.
Right.
And he gave him like $40. It was
Wow.
like, here you go. And he was well, Jesus. And the Reverend was Irish. So, like, of course, Robin Williams had fucking fun with him because of that.
Doing his
But he was
accent.
just like, oh, Jesus, you don't have to give me this here $40. I don't know. You know, it's just, what are you going to take my fucking money, aren't you? You know, it's shit like it was just really funny. He didn't cuss or anything because the
Right.
Reverend actually is a Reverend. He doesn't.
Right.
But he made it really funny. The only time he did cuss was the actor he drove that actor who was The Sopranos, Tony Soprano.
Oh,
He
yeah.
drove
I
him
can't
and he
think of
goes,
his name right now.
the only time he cussed is he looked at, he was like, oh yeah, I watched the fucking Sopranos. It's a great fucking show, that fucking Sopranos. That's the only time he did. And then the guy who played Tony reached up, he goes, I couldn't have said it better myself.
Nice.
It was funny. But anyway,
That's
back to
awesome.
Robin.
Yes, back to Robin. Let's get down to our little...
Yes.
Our
So
business.
let's do the handy dandy Shakespearean notebook. Okay.
What you got?
So we got churlish, rude, vulgar, hell governed, under the influence of the devil,
Ooh.
abomination, loathsome thing, cause of disgust. This is a fucking...
That's a hateful
this is
insult.
a hateful one, and I don't know anybody in this movie that is that bad. But that's okay.
Really,
we'll find it.
There isn't.
I know, that's what's so fucking funny about it. Well, we wanted new ones, and here we go.
Yes, ask,
we fucking
and
got them in
we
this
got it, yeah.
movie where there really is nobody that vulgar.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, the wine. This was
The wine.
a hard pick, and I wasn't with you when you
No, I
picked.
should have just got scotch.
I know, you brought that up
Another
yesterday.
scotch.
Ugh, I don't know.
Bully! You should have just got it. But
Yeah.
yeah, we went, well, I got Middle Sister. Personally, I'm a really good place right now, the wine aisle. That was very, like, fucking...
And you said it
Julia
reminded...
Childs.
A little bit. It Well, she does.
She does kind of. Oh yeah,
she makes an appearance.
Julia
in
Childs
this
does make an
film,
appearance, doesn't she?
But you said the.
It looks like Mrs. Sellner in like her teens or like early college years, like a fucking. It just something about it screamed Mrs. Sellner to me, so I just got it.
Like little like fiery redhead with the glasses, very
just fucking
intelligent, stone face, and like too cool for school, kind of thing. But also, there are 3 children in Mrs. Doubtfire, so there is a middle child.
True.
And when this film came out,
it's a middle mister.
It's a middle mister, but. Before my dad's kids were born, I was the middle child and middle sister.
Yeah.
So I have had middle sister before because I was.
Middle sister?
I used to be one.
You used to be one. Oh, let's fucking dive in. This actually isn't that bad of a tasting wine.
It's not bad. Well, since this isn't like either of our picks, why don't we both answer the question what this film means to us? So you go first. Like, okay. Personally, what does this film mean to you?
You know what? This film, if I recall correctly, and I believe I do. This was my first Robin Williams experience. Was this film? I absolutely love it. It could have been this or Aladdin. I guess it's like a toss-up. But I believe it was this one. I love this fucking film. Growing up, this film just meant so much to me. I admire Robin Williams. I thought he was so funny and outgoing as a kid that I like wanted to be like that.
He was like your idol.
Yeah, I really wanted to be like him, and watching him like just kind of digging in to how he was as a person, especially with like kids. Like he wasn't afraid to fucking play with kids and like really play with them on like their level.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and he wasn't afraid to do it. And I just admire that so much. But yeah, he just means so much to me. And it, you know, when celebrities go, it's like they mean a lot to us because we watch them, we grow up with them, we see them in these roles, we learn about them, and it's sad for some of us, you know, some not so much, but like with Robin, I fucking watched him all the time.
Yeah, and it's sad to know that like for someone that was so loved by the world, that he still felt so alone. Yeah. To, you know, like it's
absolutely.
That's like the hardest thing for people to understand. Like, why would he people loved him? Why did he have these issues? It's like, usually people that have like horrible depression are really good at hiding it. And they don't want that burden to go on to others. Yes. And because he was so loved, he might have been embarrassed to show that dark side. And we did get to, it was publicly known about his like drug habits and stuff like that.
Did drugs when he like first kind of got into the biz.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of comedians did.
You know, he hung out with Belushi and I mean he hung out with a lot of famous celebrities, but I think Belushi was like, I think the one, I guess it could be argued. I don't know their personal story or whatever, but I think Belushi could have been the one that really introduced drugs to him. And, you know, and the thing that sobered Robin up was when Belushi died, because he was with Belushi that night. And some may know, and you can see this on a documentary that's on like HBO. It's like a Robin Williams documentary. But there was an investigation about like the night Belushi died, and Robin was part because he was there. He was at the house. So he was like under investigation and like all of this shit. But anywho, what does this film mean to you?
This film means a lot to me because I was raised with divorced parents. Yeah. They divorced when I was 2, so I honestly don't have any recollection of what my parents were like when they were married, let alone like being together. And it wasn't shown a lot, like divorce parents in films. And like when I think of like The Parent Trap, like the whole thing was to try to get the parents back together. Like that was a more normal storyline. And this film really brought to light what divorce is really like, and that it's possible to raise children separately.
Yeah.
And it teaches kids that, cause most of the time kids are going to believe it was their fault.
Yeah, most of the time.
Every time. And it's nice to see, like, the struggle of the parents going through the divorce, and then how this film ends, because my parents still, to this day, like 35 years of my life, they still bash heads. And it's like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Like, still, are we really doing this?
My parents aren't even divorced, and they fucking bash heads like the.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I was always like afraid that my parents would like get a divorce as well. Mm-hmm. Like, I'd be like, oh my god, they're gonna get a divorce. And now as like an adult, I'm like, why didn't you guys just get a fucking divorce?
Yeah, so long. Yeah.
But I guess that's just.
Yeah.
Some couples have love in different ways.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so just like divorce. It is so complicated. Especially when it comes to kids, like it is a very touchy subject matter.
Yeah.
And I was happy to find a family situation that was relatable to me.
Yeah.
Except for the the kids really loved the dad.
Mm-hmm.
But because I never really had a huge relationship with my dad where to really have that daddy's little girl kind of, I'll never know what that feels like. But I also was a huge Robin Williams fan as well, and this film is just, this is like one of those films where I could just, even if I'm not even in the mood to watch it, I'll turn it on, to do something else. Mm-hmm. And I immediately, I get engaged, and I forget everything else that I'm doing. Mm-hmm. I'm always zoned in and just totally just. And I can also find more funny things about it, because now as an adult, and that's a great thing about Robin Williams, comedy too, because he is really good at improv.
Yeah.
And his jokes were great for children, but he would slip in these little adult innuendos, little jabs, little something that will go over children's heads, but as an adult watching it now, it's like, ha! Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Mm-hmm. That's fucking hilarious. And most people, when they think of Robin Williams, they think Mrs. Doubtfire. This.
Yeah. This was one of his best films, in
my
my opinion. In my fucking opinion, this is one of his tops.
Absolutely, because it wasn't just his comedy, but also now as an adult, really seeing and recognizing the pain he was going through, that, and it's just oh my god, it's.
Yeah.
It just gives you all the feels.
It really does. It really freaking does.
And this came out in 95? 3.
Yeah, I believe so. Let me see. 93. Yeah.
93, okay.
93, and it is a Chris Columbus film. Again.
Chris Columbus,
again. Yeah. And but let's fucking dive in.
Yeah, let's dive in. We can gush about this film for for days.
The whole fucking episode, but we're gonna dive in. So the film opens up, and it's that wonderful fucking Figaro song, which I sang in college. But, it's him singing Figaro, and he's voiceover. He's doing VO.
Yeah.
So you see this cartoon clip of a bird just, Figaro, 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 son quoi? Oh, goddamn. Obviously, I haven't sang in a while. But, he's singing all that shit, and then he's just... You see the kind of what voiceover actors go through. They watch the thing. They got to sync their mouth, what they say, to when the timing of, the cat and the bird and everything.
The cartoon is very Looney Tune.
Very, yeah. And he has a moment where that bird, Pudgy the parrot, Pudgy the parrot puts the cigarette in his mouth, and he's like, I don't want to die. Oh no, please. 911. All that shit. Eat your heart out, Julia Child. And fucking the director is all like, Daniel, that isn't in the script. What are you doing? And he was like, well, no, we can't have... We are just telling the kids in America to just light up. We can't do that. That's, And then he goes, well, let's ask the technicians. Yeah. Because do you guys think it's morally responsible to
promote
smoking to the youth of America? And I love 2 of them are stoned, just smoking, and all of them are smoking.
All of the guys,
everybody in this fucking studio is smoking. But Robin. And then there was one guy that literally just goes, I don't know. He gives this.
His eyes widen a little bit, and his eyebrows kind of
lifts
lift.
his shoulders, and he's just kind of that's an interesting point, you know.
I don't know. Did he start to contemplate his life after hearing that? You know, man, what am I doing with my life?
I think that was just so funny to me. I was always I never caught that fucker until a couple years ago.
I never did until
and I was that is so
you
fucking
told
funny.
me about it. But it was good on Daniel for smoking should not be in cartoons for children. I mean, it used to be back then. I think of old Looney Tunes cartoons. I remember seeing episodes where it has to do with war and guns, and they were very violent.
Well, now apparently they took out guns for Looney Tunes. Apparently, allegedly, I don't know.
You can't watch them, the old ones.
No, I think the new Looney Tunes that they're making now. I think they got rid of
But what's
Sammy Sam's gun and fucking Elmer Fudd.
What's Elmer Fudd without his big
shotgun?
Big shotgun.
I don't know.
What's his purpose now? His whole purpose in life was to hunt wabbits.
I don't. I don't know. That's a little, in my opinion, I guess that could be a little overkill. But
maybe, but
I mean, I don't know.
We don't know.
Say? I'm not a parent.
We're not parents.
We're not parents, so we can't really say on that fucking subject. But just with smoking, he had more. At the bottom of the fucking line, or the bottom line, he had fucking morals.
Yes.
And his moral was, I don't want to be the actor to promote children smoking.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. And most actors who stand strong to, I don't think, he gets fucking fired. And that's,
he doesn't really get fired.
Well, he quit.
The dude's either you comply with what you're supposed to do, or you can leave. And
right. And I've got to do what I've got to do.
Yeah,
you want to go play Gandhi.
Go do that somewhere else.
What I've got to do.
Yeah. So he quits out of his morals.
Yeah, and he picks up the kids, and then decides I'm going to throw a birthday party for his son who just turned 12, which is Christopher, who is one of the Lawrence brothers, Matthew. Mm-hmm. Of course, they were big in the 2000s, late 90s, the Lawrence brothers. Yeah. But so they're partying, they're having a great time, and then a neighbor calls Miranda, his wife, at her work, and she goes home, and there's a petting zoo outside in San Diego.
It's San Francisco.
Is that San Francisco?
Yeah.
I thought that was San Diego.
No, San Francisco.
Okay, well then San Francisco.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because she says, you brought home the goddamn San Diego Zoo!
Yeah.
That's what
that probably threw you off.
Damn it, Sally Field. Bring home the goddamn San Diego Zoo and I gotta clean up after it.
Yeah, I just think what, I guess, whatever, it's 1993, but parents are just gonna drop kids off this crazy party with one parent supervising. I don't know.
Who's the fuck?
Maybe, but I don't know. Back then, and it's mom's not gonna be home for another 4 hours, and he had I guess in 2 hours maybe he got everything together because he had a house full of children and a bunch of animals.
Unless he literally sent out the calls and shit when he quit,
or when he left
the job.
Yes.
Yeah, and who's to say? We don't know. They didn't give us a time reference.
Yeah, we're not really supposed to care.
But anywho, so she gets home. They're fucking bouncing up and down.
Wait, my begonias!
Wait, my begonias! You realize it's a felony to have barnyard animals in a suburb.
Try being married to one.
Oh god,
something like that.
Yeah, it's so fucking funny. But she pulls the cord. Party's over, and they are fighting. Mm-hmm. And when I was a kid, and I'm sure when I was a kid, that this part I hated because it reminded me of when my parents would fight as a kid, and I hated it. I fucking hated it. And it was just you're a kid and you're you can't be stop fighting! But as an adult, you're just, will you two knock it the fuck off? And then they're oh, okay, yeah, so.
Yeah.
It's yeah, sorry, I just needed that. But I hated this part because they were just fighting. It was too realistic, and in both of them, the chemistry was so great between the two.
It was like
this scene.
You can really like see the chemistry of the fact that they really felt like they were together for 14 years.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
they are just at their wits' end.
Yeah, Daniel's trying really hard to be like, what can we do? Let's go to therapy. Let's do this shit.
Let's go on a vacation.
It's been 14 years, Daniel. We can't no. But any of that. But so she says, I want a divorce. He is now staying with his brother, Harvey Firestein.
Yes. What a delight.
Oh, God, so
to have
good.
him.
So fucking good. And he's so funny. He apparently, just went down there because Robin, I think, was, doing his voice. And he went down and just walked in on Robin and Chris Columbus, apparently, and was like... He's just like, yeah, I'm gonna how dare you do my voice? So because of that, I'm gonna be a brother in this film. And then Robin was like... Is
that how it happened?
Apparently.
Wow.
And Robin was just like, that's a good idea, Chris. And then he was just like... Okay, and then that's apparently how Harvey Firestein, 2 weeks later, got the fucking job.
There you go.
And it was just like, and then I became his brother. It was just riveting. But I love him just talking. He says, no, Ma, I think he's in a little bit of denial. Of course, Ma, his marriage is ending. Marriage is not ending. It's just on hiatus.
Yeah, and I love that the mom, because his, what's his partner's name is Jack. Yeah. They're, special effects, makeup artists for probably TV and film and stuff like that. The mom is asking for this certain type of concealer. I bet it's that.
Hi, Evelyn. When can we?
Yeah.
When are we getting in that new concealer? Next week. Yeah, that Mom next week.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Well, tell Daniel I want to see him. I really want to see him. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Ma, hang on. She wants to know if you want to stay with her. No. He said he'll think about it.
Yeah.
I love fucking Robin's face, Daniel's face, because he's just like, oh, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
And so you learn all that shit. They go on, and now we're in the courtroom.
Yeah.
We're in the fucking shitty ass courtroom. Daniel's lawyer ain't shit. He ain't even trying. And Miranda's lawyer, who is a woman and
She's a ball buster.
She is a ball buster indeed. And you can see that she busts some balls.
Yeah, she wanted to,
do more to
Daniel. And it's I remember thinking, in the beginning, what did he do that was so bad to, that you want him to, not have custody?
At all. They didn't even have half custody. They didn't have it, and it is, and this honestly does kind of annoy me about, not the movie per se, but it's just you know what? He quit his job that day. You just decide to which you go, sure.
Right.
Why not? He quit his job. You're supporting everybody. You're doing everything. You haven't been happy for the past 14 years. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's not his fault that he doesn't have anywhere to live because he was living with you.
Yes.
And then by him not getting together, now he needs to find money because apparently she must have won in that claim.
Yeah,
she
was the breadwinner of the family.
Right, and it's he obviously didn't get anything out of the divorce.
No, yeah, it was all
her.
It was all her money. So
right.
He has no money to his name. He's got no money.
He's got to find it, and he gets a shitty fucking apartment. But because of that, the judge was just because you don't have a job and you don't have a place to live, she's getting full custody, and you get to see them once a week. And shame on fucking her, I'm sorry, for not allowing him to see them more.
Yeah.
And that does kind of show us, what a bitch Miranda kind of is, at least in the beginning.
Yeah,
It really does show us, this bitchy side of Miranda.
Yeah, it just feels because, I don't know, I guess with, divorce, there's that feeling of, you hurt me, so I'm going to hurt you back.
Right.
And I feel like she knows how much the kids mean to Daniel, and he, throughout the movie, shows and talks about how much, and it's I'm going to get you where it really hurts.
Yeah, I'm going to take the kids.
Yeah, I'm going to take
the kids. You're only going to see one. And then we have that scene where he's in his, he's saying goodbye, and of course his mother-in-law's there.
Oh, God.
She's just his daughter who is Mara Wilson.
Yeah.
Natalie. She was like, she smells funny. She doesn't. You could probably do the voice.
She smells funny and she doesn't do the voices.
It's the formaldehyde. Honey.
That's why Granny's so well preserved.
Yes. Of course, I didn't know what formaldehyde was.
I didn't either as a kid.
The third grader.
Oh my god! I never understood because I was always like, why does that woman just look so mean to him? And
It's mother-in-law form. Yeah.
Formaldehyde. And I love that face she makes. She's just like
Eyes crossed or arms crossed.
arms crossed. And she
Yeah.
like perks her lips. Just.
Yeah. He says to her, "Thanks for the time, Warden."
Yeah. Thanks for the time, Warden.
Yeah. And then the kids, like, it's so sad because Chris, he's just like, oh, this is all my fault. I shouldn't have had a birthday party and all that. And Daniel was just like, no, listen to me. Like, look at me. This is not your guys' fault at all.
This is an accident waiting to happen.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, exactly what you said earlier.
Yeah.
You know, the kids are already starting to
They're always going to assume
feel,
fault.
Yeah. Then now we're at Daniel's apartment, and it's a shithole. He obviously is at a shithole in San Francisco, and all of that shit. And the kids are just like, and what hurt me was like Lydia. It's like she wasn't there. The kids weren't at the court, you know. And she was just like, Dad, you're not trying hard enough.
Yeah.
And he was just like, you're absolutely right. I'll try harder, okay, honey?
Yeah.
It's like,
okay, honey, yeah.
Are you kids not saying anything to fucking mom? Is nobody saying? But again,
Well, Mom, and even like Miranda, she says like, why do I always have to be the heavy?
Right.
Because Daniel is so. He is like a child.
That's true. They probably have a fear towards her.
Yes, because Miranda is like very strict. She enforces all of the rules. She's the one that has like the full-time job. She takes care of the house. She takes care of the kid. I'm not saying that Daniel didn't.
Yeah.
But he was a shitty partner.
Yeah.
I don't want to see. He was not a shitty father. He was just a shitty partner with Miranda, like husband.
Yeah.
And he was very loosey-goosey with the kids, like with the rules and letting them get away with everything. And it would just, there's no structure, there's no middle ground, there's no balance, and we get to see that with the kids when Mrs. Doubtfire comes to town. But and another thing that pissed me off with Miranda is she comes to pick up the kids, but she's in the car and she's just honking the horn
for them to come down.
And she's early.
She's early.
And Danny wants to soak up as much little time as he has, like with these kids, and it's like, no. Sit down.
Yeah.
This is my time. You're my goddamn kids too.
Yeah.
And Miranda comes in, and just that, from the time she walked in the door to leaving, she was just in front of the kids bashing how disgusting the apartment is, which it is, but it's like,
well, she walks in and is just like, and then she goes over to the Chinese food that he ordered.
She smells it.
And she made a face like, what the hell is this? Do any of you have to use the bathroom? I hope not, because
I don't want to know what the bathroom looks like.
Right, it's like, what the fuck,
like, don't say, and that's another thing, like, and it gets brought up, but like, that was the worst part as a child with two divorced parents, is when one parent bashes the other in front of us as kids, and it puts these images and like just an idea of what, like, okay, who are my parents, because I don't see what the other person sees because I'm just a child. How am I, and it puts ideas in your mind of like, oh, maybe, mom, dad, whatever, maybe they are like, it's like they're trying to get us to be on their side, and it was just, that was like the worst part. And she did it, Miranda, right out of the gate.
Yep.
Right out of the gate. And I'm sure she did it even during the marriage.
Yeah. He was just, I'm trying this new refugee motif, a flee my homeland kind of thing. And look at you, this dances with wolves motif.
Yes.
What's your native name? Shops with a fist?
Shops with an iron fist?
Yeah, I think he just said shops with a fist.
Shops with a fist, maybe.
Shops with a fist. I heard that fucking outfit she was wearing was funny. But she talks about having a newspaper ad. She's putting an ad in the newspaper. And he's all like, oh, well, are you hiring? And she goes, not anymore. And he was just like, why the change? And, what was the change? Like, why can't I do it? Why can't I take the kids?
Yeah, why can't I take the kids
So
every
he
day?
fucks with the numbers.
Address, the number,
and
phone
how
number.
fucking beautiful was that? I could
So
never do that.
So
I don't know
smooth.
who the fuck
Oh
did
my
that.
God.
But whoever was able to turn that 3 into an 8 and that 1 into a 4 so goddamn wonderfully.
What penmanship.
I fucking tell you.
And then the little one, what's her name?
Maddie.
One of the best lines. She goes up to Mom.
Or Natty.
Natty, yeah.
We're his goddamn kids, too.
Any other choice phrases you want to teach our 5-year-old Daniel? And he's just like, well. So then they leave, and he starts calling Miranda. And he says, hello, yes, I'm Isa Iverman. I would like to know how many children do you have? He's like, well, I have a boy. Oh, a boy. I don't usually work with the males because I used to be one.
Yeah.
And we just have all these hilarious voices.
All these, Southern accents and...
all of this shit.
And here's the thing that I thought about. So, they've been together for 14 years. Mm-hmm. Daniel's choice profession is an actor, a voice actor.
Yeah.
I don't know. After being with someone like that for 14 years, I would have been able to catch Is this Daniel?
I watched an interview of Robin, and Robin even fucking said, I had to really try to be like, he was like, I've been with this woman for 14 years. Mm-hmm. She knows exactly what you just fucking said.
No way!
Yeah, he was like, so I have to really do something that she really will not know that it's me. Like, I have to really, do mannerisms. I have to do all these fucking things.
Yeah. And maybe that's why he chose to say such, horrible things about beating the children or keeping kids in a cage or, certain things that might distract her from really listening to the voice.
Yeah. And it's funny because even as Daniel, he does have hints of, Mrs. Doubtfire, in some of his voices, in some of his words that he says. And he's, oh, you really are a better person. When you're not at work, you really are. It was there. And I was kind of like, God, Robin, is that was that choice? That was really good. But I think that that's really interesting. I really enjoyed that, seeing that. And then making us really think.
Yeah.
But, so he does all his voices. But we have to bring up that he did have a meeting with a court liaison. He had to meet with who we got the wine based off of, Mrs. Sellner.
Mrs. Sellner.
And he meets with Mrs. Sellner, and she's all she's a fucking rock.
Yep.
And she's just, you need to get a job. I've already set you up for a job finding agency. You're going to go here. What are your skills? He goes, well, I do voices. Mm-hmm. I beg your pardon. I do voices. Yeah! We come to this planet looking for intelligent lives. Oop, we made a mistake. And he just starts doing all these fucking, he does fucking Connery. He does all of these goddamn...
Humphrey Bogart.
Oh my God. I want you in the worst way. That was my fucking favorite. I always got it. I swear I would get in trouble for saying that. Because I thought that was so funny how he would say it. So as a kid, I'd be like, I want you in the worst way.
Of course you didn't know what that meant
I
at
didn't.
the time.
I used to get in trouble all the time.
Why?
What does that mean?
Robin says it.
Oh, but it was just so funny. But, I love that fucking moment, too.
Yeah, that's a iconic moment.
So when he's doing the shit, he was all like, I'm going in for the kill now. He calls Miranda, and he's just...
Wait, hold on, though.
Yeah.
You do have to say, because I know you like to say it, and Mrs. Sellner, she says, do you consider yourself to be a funny, she says something, do you really think you're funny, or...
There was a time that I found myself funny, but today you've proven me wrong.
Yes.
Thank you. I do say that to people all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Especially...
You said it to, teachers before or something, yeah.
Do you think you're being funny right now?
Yeah.
There was a time I found myself funny, but you've proven me wrong. Thank you.
Today, you have proven me wrong. Thank you.
And of course everybody would laugh.
Of course,
But,
yeah.
and then it was just, and that's why everybody always compares me to like fucking Robin Williams.
You do. You get
always-
you get that a lot, and it's not just because you quote him, but you do have a lot of his characteristics. You're a very hairy man.
Thank you.
And
Short, fair, and funny.
yes, short, very and funny. Oh dear. But yeah, you were known for that and being Russian.
Yeah, Russia. The Russian thing I never understood.
Yeah.
But I never
But
got it.
whatever,
But
yeah.
I took that nickname and wore it with pride.
Yes.
So
Yes. Now we get Mrs. Doubtfire's voice.
yeah. So now we get Mrs. Doubtfire's voice. Hello. Hello, I'm calling about the ad in the paper. Just fucking love it. And then Miranda's hooked. She's
Immediately,
in.
you can see her exhale like, oh, finally a normal one.
Yeah. I've worked with the Smythe family. That's Smythe, not Smith, dear. I've worked with them for about 14 years. Oh, and of course, like all children, the little cherubs growed up. And of course they moved on. So, let me stop talking about me and let's go on to your little ones.
Yes.
I have 2 girls. Oh, how wonderful. And I have a boy. Oh, the handsome prince, how lovely.
A boy.
He used to be one. But,
And I don't know why when he did that.
Boy.
Oh, a boy. That voice always made me laugh when he
Yeah.
said it that way. Anyway, but back to Doubtfire.
Yeah, but so he's going on, he gets her, and then she's like, okay, can I have your name? She was all like, my name? I thought I gave it to you, dear. He's like, no, you didn't. And he looks through the paper, sees Doubtfire, and police Doubtfire. He goes, Doubtfire. Doubtfire, dear? Mrs. Doubtfire. And apparently this is based off a book. Yeah, so Madam I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, we were both going to say
Yeah,
it
we're
at the
both
same
going
time.
to say, so Madam Doubtfire.
Yes, it was a novel, 1987, written by English author Anne Fine for teenage and young adult audiences.
Yes, so that's what it was based off.
It's funny, it says alias Madame Doubtfire in the United States. That's what the title was in the U.S.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. I guess
alias. Yeah, okay, well, I guess that makes sense. They really
Spoon
wanted-
feed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Americans
Spoon
even
feed
more.
the Americans.
Yes.
Yes, dear. That's soccer.
Yes, but we got to go to the transformation scene with
Oh, God,
with
yeah.
Harvey.
It's so fucking funny. So
the
Harvey
boy.
is just, can you make me a woman? Oh, honey, I'm so happy. I don't know why I can't do fucking
I don't. Well, he's a hard voice to do.
Oh, honey,
I'm so happy. Like it hurts. I don't even want to try because it hurts. A poor man.
I don't think about it, man.
Yeah.
But it just gets her.
I
I
knew-
knew you'd understand.
yeah.
Look at us quoting
know,
at the same fucking time.
Yeah.
It was like, I knew you'd understand. Walks in, and then we get all these fucking different characters.
Yeah.
This is
Instant facelift.
instant facelift.
I look like Gloria Swanson. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille.
Yeah. Mr. DeVille. It just does all that shit, and oh my god, and he has the one where he's like this Jewish woman, and he's...
It's so chewy.
Never take... I don't even know what the fuck he was saying.
Talking about something being so
Growing-
chewy.
Yeah, and then he was the Cuban... The Cuban lady was so fucking funny.
Yeah.
He was just like, oh, I was with this man last night. Every night is like the bed of pigs with him. I don't know, is this too much for the children? I don't know, is this too much?
Nails
Yeah,
long
is this
like
too much?
apple red.
Yeah, I love jungle red. It
Yes.
brings out just God bless you.
God bless
You know, I was with this wonderful Cuban last night. Every night is like the bed of pigs with him. Do you know? I don't know. Just so
Yeah.
fucking funny.
And then we get Barbara.
Oh, Barbara! Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Like candy in the sands of all the butter. Don't bring around a cloud of rain on my parade. We gotta go older.
Yeah.
Shelley Winter's older.
Or
I don't even fucking know.
fuck Shirley MacLaine.
Shirley MacLaine older. What's the difference? Scotch tape and red hands on.
And how about blah blah blah? I don't think I have the strength.
Oh, I don't have the strength.
Yeah.
But I got some plaster. So then we get fucking Luck Be a Lady going,
Oh, yeah.
and they're making them up. They're doing the fucking models, all this shit, and then finally they find Mrs. Doubtfire, and he's
Yes.
like, "Are we good? Are we there?" Any older and you'll be mom.
Yeah, or any closer.
Oh, any closer, you'll be mom.
Yeah.
Exactly. And he's like, woo!
They start dancing.
Yeah, they're having a good time. They show up to, well, now we're at Miranda's. Kids are watching some creepy fucking
The
thing.
kids are always watching black and white TV shows or film. It's
Must be because Dad liked it. you know?
maybe, I don't know, because they loved Dick Van Dyke, and then they're watching this black and white horror film, which is funny because it's someone's face being molded
Yeah.
in different, like, ways, which is...
Irony.
Irony.
Yeah.
Irony. Wrong word.
Irony!
Wrong word, but...
When it molds with a knife!
But yes, we finally get to see Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
God,
You just wasn't. You've a Geneva Doubtfire, dear.
how did you find that name?
I don't
You know,
know.
I've actually, well, I mean, obviously not foreign, but it's a
Right.
English name, but I've never heard that name.
I've never heard it either. And how
I still
was
can't
watching,
even pronounce it.
Yeah, I was watching film tests of Robin, and he wasn't even pronouncing it as Eva Geneva. He was saying like Eva Geneva or something. Like he was saying it completely different from how he said it in the movie.
Huh, interesting.
He's like, hello, I'm Eva Geneva. And it was when he was trying to find the voice. So his voice was like all like he was still playing. It was really fun. Look that shit up, guys.
Yeah,
That was really
it'd be
fun.
fun to like see his process when it comes to like creating characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was just really because he really was. He was going like up and down. Like he was trying to find all these different. He was like and I think that's why they bring up Julia Childs a lot. He was like mimicking Julia Childs. And, oh dear, oh he's just sugar. No, and but all that, yeah. But they meet him and
He nails it. Except for Lydia.
Lydia,
Like
yeah.
he goes to Natty and talks about Stuart Little.
Like, that's my favorite story.
Sometimes I can do her voice well, but sometimes
Yeah.
I can't because I don't have that. It's like her lisp is very specific because it's not like a cleft palate thing, and it's not like a exactly where like the tongue hits the tip of the teeth. It's like right in the middle, but it's very typical for young kids to speak like that.
Yeah.
I remember my nephew, he had it, but he like left him as soon as he became older. But it's like 5 is like that's a very like common thing for kids to not be able to place their tongue in the proper spot to hit the S's and things like that. But it's just so it's the most adorable thing.
It is
I
adorable.
love when kids have it because I think of Natty, I think of
Yeah.
her, and I just think of innocence and wonder and love.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
like
God, yeah.
her character, like that is her essence, is just innocence and love.
Mm-hmm.
And then Doubtfire gets the soccer thing, like whoa, got big hands.
Well, like, what's a fullback?
Yeah, could play for the
Europe.
49ers or something.
Yeah, that's European football.
Soccer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, and I love when he looks at Lydia, and it's the look of my firstborn.
Right.
You know, like that love that a firstborn child will, I think, always have with parents. You know, and she just is like, hi.
Whatever, bitch.
Yeah, and she even like speaks up, like, why do we need someone? Like, why can't Dad do it? And Doubtfire immediately like shuts her down, like, oh, it's not appropriate to
Speak to your mother like
speak
this.
to your mother like that in front of a stranger. And then Miranda starts talking bad about Daniel in front of Doubtfire. Then she corrects Miranda, saying it's not polite to speak unkindly of
the father
in front of the children, which is like, thank you.
Yeah.
So he's like getting Lydia and getting Miranda. It's like, it's just so crazy that he like
He's taking charge.
he's
now.
like really taking charge, and this is something I really didn't notice until really watching the film and trying to like really dissect it and understand it instead of just like watching it for entertainment and fun. Just how like Mrs. Doubtfire really was like the best thing to ever happen, even though it was like it's moral, like really like when you think about it in the real world, it's fucked up, but it was the best thing to ever happen to that family. you know, because
Yeah.
it changed both the kids, Miranda, and Daniel.
It did, yeah, absolutely.
He became a better person and a better father, a better adult.
Mm-hmm.
And and it's just crazy that like being, maybe because he decided like I need to be the complete opposite of me,
Yeah.
so I could be with my kids.
Right.
So that just popped in my head where that was it. He was just like, there can't be no trace of Daniel.
Yeah. So then he goes home and he meets with Mrs. Sellner.
Mrs. Sellner.
As Mrs.
As
Doubtfire. So he's just like, oh, I'm Danny's much older sister. Oh, we have his eyes. Oh, leave his on a donor card, dear. It's just all that shit goes into the apartment. I'll be right back. I'll go get him. Danny boy! Danny! Mrs. Sellner's here. Oh, is she here?
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, he's just playing this fucking game. Mrs. Sellner! I just got out of the shower.
I love this because I truly believe that he improv'd that whole moment of him de-dragging.
Yeah.
Because everything is about, oh, I'm becoming a new man. And I'm
Yeah.
seeing things, taking off the glasses. I'm seeing things in a different light. Two budding developments, his fucking breasts.
Yeah.
Taking off the teeth. Oh, really? Something I can sink my teeth into. I'm a totally different person, Mrs. Sellner.
Yeah, oh my god. Robin Williams his wit was so,
Sharp.
I'm telling you, like, it was just unreal how quick-witted he was.
Yeah, it can cut through anything.
Yeah.
Like, it is the as seen on TV knife of comedy.
Yeah.
You know, when you see it like split through wood and split through a penny or whatever.
Yeah.
Shit.
He is just, oh god, just so fucking talented.
Yeah.
And so he goes out, starts talking to Mrs. Sellner, and then he's all like, oh, well, she does. He's just start talking about Doubtfire again. And he was like, well, she does make a wonderful cup of English tea. And she goes, well, I would love a cup of English tea.
I would love one.
Oh, wouldn't we all? I will go get her.
Yeah.
Oh, sis, yes, daddy. It's coming out. And then he drops his shit because the two boys across the street were laughing at him. And, you know, they're all like, Mom, come look at this. You know, and he drops the face into the street.
Oh, shit!
So then he puts on a blue robe, he's got the wig, and then he literally looks in the mirror and goes, I'm Norman Bates. And then he just starts walking through the hall. And then he gets out, he hits a creek, and then runs into the kitchen.
Mrs. Hiller,
Mrs. Hillard, yeah, and then just runs into the kitchen, and he's like,
take sugar in my tea.
oh, your tea, dear, I don't want lemon. Oh, dear. Oh, sugar, tea. Just freaking the fuck out.
It's just like the physical comedy matched with the improv and everything that he's doing.
Yeah.
It's so organic and natural. It's not acting.
No.
It's just
It's fluid as fuck.
It's so it's fluid as fuck. Perfect.
Yeah. And he's just like, I need a face. He looks out the window, and then here comes the truck. It runs over his face.
That's when he says shit.
That's when he goes, oh, shit! So then he goes into the fridge, and he's like, I need a face. I need a face. And he sees the cake, and he just headbutts the fucking cake. And she goes, Miss Hillard, hello! Oh, dear, I'm so sorry. Did I frighten you? I must look like a yeti in this getup. Oh, this is my wonderful mask. And oh, you know what it is? I can't remember the fucking ingredients.
It's egg whites. It's supposed to be cream fraiche, but he says like creme fraiche. Or
yeah,
like he says it improperly. Little sugar and
little sugar and a hint of alum. Hint of alum. He goes, oh, here you go. You get your cream and your sugar now. Oh, dear. Oh,
melting like a snow cone.
yeah. Oh, dear, here you go. You want another one? Oh, as you can see, I'm melting like a snow cone in Phoenix, dear. Oh, let me go get Danny. Danny, bye. Yes, sis.
Coming, sis.
Yeah.
It was lovely to meet you, Mrs. Hiller.
Lovely to meet you too.
Lovely to meet you. God, just...
And it's great. Mrs. Sellner, she takes part of that cream and she puts it on her face.
Yeah, right under the eyes.
Yeah.
She starts like doing it.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh my
and even
God.
like puts it in her mouth, like, oh, does this stuff really work?
Right. But, oh, God, just so... God, I love this fucking movie.
Yeah.
But it's just so funny.
Everything about this is so fucking good. And next is when it's his, like, first day on the job, right?
Yeah. I guess it would be. It's his first day on the job.
Yeah.
The kids are watching Dick Van Dyke, right? And then he comes out, all right, you... It's whatever the fuck he says. It's time to wind, it's homework time.
Yes. Time to expend our minds.
Yeah, expend our minds, it's homework time.
Cherubs.
Yeah, he lives cherub. And Lydia just like, after Dick Van Dyke. No.
Yes.
No, we always watch Dick Van Dyke.
You can tell the other two kids are like, oh shit.
Oh, it's happening.
This is it's going down.
Don't fuss with me. You know, she takes the remote. Well, the only thing that you'll be watching is Deep CNN. And then the remote goes into the fucking fish tank.
Does it? I wonder if they... I swear you've mentioned it, like, how many takes did it... Yeah, how many takes did it take?
I wish I could remember. I remember seeing it, and I can't fucking... It took a couple times, I think, for him to... Because there was
an interview with the cast on the anniversary.
Yeah, I meant to watch that, but I didn't watch it before this. Yeah,
I know, I wish I did too, but we did watch it, and just the cast had the most amazing things to say about Robin, because like he, not only is he an amazing actor, he's an amazing person.
And who were the ones there? I know Matthew Lawrence was there, Lisa Jacob, and Mara Wilson, and even Pierce.
Pierce was there. Was Sally Fields there?
I don't think that Sally was there. I don't think Sally Field was there.
Yeah,
I could be wrong, but I don't think she was. I think it was just those four.
I believe, someone was missing. Mm-hmm. But I know there was a story that the boy that played Chris.
What, Matthew Lawrence?
Yeah, he like told a story.
Yeah, I don't remember. I wish I remembered.
Shit. I wish I. Sorry, guys, but if you haven't,
we did watch it.
Yeah, if you haven't watched that, just look up like Doubtfire Anniversary and just.
I think the last time we watched it was when he died, or
I know
around the time
we were in this house
when we watched it.
The last time I remember watching it, I'm pretty positive it was.
We watched it in L.A.
I remember I'm pretty positive we watched it in this house.
Okay, well then, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Why are we fighting? I don't like it when we fight.
Well, lighten up, will you?
All right. I'm sorry.
My God, you do this to yourself.
I do.
All right.
And it's funny because I was thinking like, he could have put on this ruse for Miranda, but you would think he would like lighten up a little bit with the kids because he wants to have fun and like just spend time with the kids. So I thought, I don't want to speak for everybody, that he wouldn't be such a iron fist and such a, Yeah,
but that's part of the character that he was trying to play. And if he shows that he's too loosey-goosey, Miranda would fire him.
And
right?
That's true, because I think, especially Natty, she's got even Mrs. Doubtfire says, like, don't ever lose not having a filter.
Right. I admire that.
Yes, never lose that. Yes. Because it goes away with eggs.
Age and politics.
Yes, it goes away with age and going into politics.
Going into politics, you lose your truth.
Yes.
Do not lose it.
But you know what? I think also this might have been, this is just thinking, contemplating. Yeah. Is this the first time that Daniel has seen his kids, like especially Lydia, be so like defiant and kind of bratty?
Ooh, that's actually a really good, maybe.
And it's like, you talk like this to
your mom?
Like, do you talk like this to your mom? Probably not. Or like, is this how you talk to strangers, or not even like strangers, but someone that's supposed to be in charge, like authority figures?
Yeah. Oh,
Is this what I don't see when I'm not around? All right, little Missy.
No.
He puts the kids to work.
Yeah. He's like...
They start cleaning the house. He's like laying out
tea, reading the paper.
Just milking the shit out of it, like drinking that iced tea and just going,
yes.
So good.
Yeah. And Lydia, of course, is just like coming at him.
Like, this is expulsion, or no, this is
I don't know.
No.
Exportion. I don't know.
Exploitation?
Exploitation.
Yeah.
Fuck COVID. You're fucking with my mind.
I know. Fuck COVID. My
And
fucking vocabulary is out of
right.
here. And Mrs. Doubtfire says, "Do I sense dissension in the ranks?"
Right. I love that line so much. Oh, my little ankle-biters. Ankle-biters.
Ankle-biters.
Oh, do I sense dissension in the ranks?
Yeah.
Oh, the cherubs. You know, and he's all right. Go up. Well, I think you want to go do your homework now, don't you? Yeah, anything but this.
Anything but this.
All right, my little nose miners, go! Flee before me!
And I love that, like, when Lydia is like, okay, this is enough. You can't do this to kids. Like, the siblings are like,
Shut up, Lydia.
Yeah!
Yeah, you got us into this mess.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah. Oh, there's dissension. Yeah, and they go up and I miss Dad. Me too. Me three. Me most.
Yeah.
You know, and then he's just like, I'm here, guys.
oh.
So sad.
Yeah.
And then he's got to get dinner.
He's got to get dinner
Doing
ready.
dinner. He's cooking fucking dinner, guys.
Man, that's never cooked a day in his life,
No.
probably.
So he's cooking all this. I don't even know what
He's
the
trying
fuck
to
he was trying to
Cook
cook.
something fancy and
Was he watching Julia Childs at this point?
not then. He was reading out of a cookbook, which
Cookbook.
had, like, burnt marks.
Yeah, all kinds of
Holes.
shit all over it.
Yeah.
Probably from him that night. And
Yeah. The whole
and
thing.
just going through it and trying to do, and he just
Totally fuck his shit up and being really loud. Like, I was, like, thinking, how do these kids not hear any of this shit?
right. And then shit starts boiling over. He's all calming down. He leans over, and his tits
Start to burn.
and they catch fire. He goes, God, it's hot in here. And then he just gets up, and here he is. He's on fire.
And I love the person that was the
stuntman.
stunt double, because that was definitely that stunt double's scream.
Yeah, it was. It was.
It was really good.
Yeah, because I remember watching the stuntman do it, and I think I saw it online or something.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing the stuntman actually do it. And he was just, he's just beating this shit.
And I remember-
just running all over the
I remember even being a kid and, like, being able to notice, okay, that's not Robin Williams. I mean, even the guy looked really close, but it was the chin. There was something about
The face.
the face, like the lining of the face and the chin that he had. He had like a weaker jawline and chin than Robin.
Yeah, it was just so funny. He just passed the shit out. But yeah, that scream was so was
Yeah.
it's so fucking funny. And then he pats out, he goes, he orders from, I think that restaurant was called Valenti's, right?
Yeah, Valenti's.
Okay, Valenti's.
Yeah, it's like very gourmet type of food, and he sets it up really nice. Miranda comes home, and she's just like,
Oh my God.
aghast at how amazing the house looks. The kids are doing their homework, and then the presentation of the dinner. She is just like, she looks so happy. And I love when Doubtfire leaves, Lydia comes out and apologizes for her behavior. And this is a little like a hint that Daniel gets, where he starts to realize what he didn't during the marriage. Because Lydia says, like, just thank you for everything that you did. Seeing the look on my mom's face, she hasn't smiled like that in a very long time.
Yeah.
And Daniel as Doubtfire, he like looks like, really?
Yeah, she hasn't.
She hasn't? So that was
Daniel's like really opening. He's learning now.
He's really
shit
learning
that he was blind to.
Yeah.
And he takes the bus. Well, they have that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That cute moment. And we can mention the bus driver. He's a little...
I always felt so bad for the bus driver. Even as a child, I felt so bad for him because... Yeah, I guess you could argue that he came off a little forward in the beginning. He's like, hope you got somewhere nice to go home to.
Yeah, nice.
You know, the first night, but this particular night, you know, he goes in and you really started. He's just like, he's really trying. But no, it was the first night with the bus driver where he, like, you could see, like, he played it off, that actor. I don't know who it is, but he played it off as, like, I get turned down a lot.
Yeah.
You know, and I always felt sad about that.
I did too. Like, you can tell that he works this night job.
Yeah.
So he probably doesn't have someone to go home to. And
we have someone nice to go home.
And he sees someone like Doubtfire who is out and about around the same time he is. So he's maybe thinking, oh my God, is this
Someone
someone for me?
Yeah.
Yeah. And and then like, I can't, first time or second time where Doubtfire was like, he broke the mold when he made me.
You're right. Broke the mold when he made me.
Yeah.
He sure did. Yeah.
Sure, I like that European look.
Strong, healthy. Just the way God made you. So, I guess, where are we at?
Next would be like the Aerosmith montage.
The dude looked like a lady. Right. So let's talk about the dude look like a lady. Because that's literally the middle of the film.
It is.
And then we'll go ahead and...
And I was thinking, like, that Aerosmith was that song made for that movie?
I don't
Or
know.
was that song already made? Because the song makes absolutely no sense except for in the context of this film.
Yeah, dude looked like a lady.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's weird.
It might have been. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know. And this, it's not only like a fun montage of seeing him as Doubtfire and being with the kids, but it's also great to see Daniel. This is where he starts to progress as an adult. Like, he's really taking this job seriously. He's learning how to cook. He's watching Julia Childs make lobster.
Lobster, yeah.
He makes lobster. Like, he's really learning how to cook. He's really, like, his apartment's starting to look a little more clean. He's really developing as a person for this job. And here's a question I had on my notes earlier. I wonder if Miranda paid cash, because obviously, unless Daniel made he couldn't make a bank account for Mrs. Doubtfire, because Mrs. Doubtfire would need a social security number. Like,
That's fucking interesting.
How would he cash the checks?
Ooh, unless
Doubtfire endorsed the check to Daniel, which would leave a paper trail, which wouldn't be good in court.
She would have had to have done cash then.
She probably paid in cash, and maybe...
That's fucking interesting. I never thought of that.
Yeah, maybe Doubtfire made some type of reason, like, oh, cash would be much better for me, dearie.
Yeah, probably.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first time I thought of that.
Yeah. I love the mugging when the guy tries to take her purse. And he's like, back off, asshole! Yeah. Beat it!
Oh, he broke my bag.
Broke my bag, the bastard.
Yes. And he was kind of pissed about the bag, too. It's like, God damn it. Oh,
yeah.
paid good money for this purse.
Right. And then you go to the house, and he sees this fucking Mercedes Benz out front.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned Stu yet. He does kind of show up already, in the beginning, he's we all know this. I mean, if you haven't seen this film, get on board.
Stu Pierce Brosnan.
Is he like an old flame of
an old from college?
From
college years, I believe they went to college together, if I remember correctly. And so Doubtfire sees the Mercedes and rips the fucking hood ornament off. So sad when that happens. Oh, God, I love it.
Here's Don Juan himself. Something like that.
Don Juan's car. Yeah. And then it goes in and it starts just, oh, look at this precious moment. You know, whatever the fuck.
Isn't this a pretty picture?
Yeah, and then fucking all that shit. Oh, this must be the legendary Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, like, oh, who's your gentleman caller?
Right. This is Stu.
He's just anything just to get a dig at Stu. It's so great.
Stu's just like, I'm from London. I have a home there. Where are you from? Here and there, dear. Oh, well, your accent, it's kind of, it's a little muddled. Oh, so is he tan. Stu's just, oh, is that I found this out there. Oh, yeah, that's off my Mercedes. He said, oh, you drive that big fancy car. Oh, dear. Oh, my, some people say if you drive something like that, you're compensating for little genitals, aren't you, dear? But I can tell you're a strapping young lad. He's just like, what the fuck? Stu is like, okay, thank you.
And, like, Miranda, she's also just so, like, she's giddy, like a schoolgirl with a crush.
Yeah.
And I can tell that crushes Daniel to see her like that, because I'm sure Miranda hasn't been like that with him in a long time. So, of course, she starts making little digs at Stu at Miranda, saying, oh, you can see the lust in his eyes. Isn't it? It's too soon. Why are you jumping back in the saddle? And, like, let your sheets cool down a bit.
Yeah. When you and Mr. Doubtfire. Winston, yes.
God rest his soul.
God rest his soul. Oh, God, and the Winston is my fucking favorite. When Winston... How long has it been? Since 2 years ago. Well, how did he die, if you mind me asking? He was fond of the drink. It was the drink that killed him. He was an alcoholic. No, he was hit by a Guinness truck. So literally, it was the drink that killed him. In the fucking... So, watching the scenes, when Robin was doing different, like, things, one of them that had me fucking rolling. The Guinness truck had me fucking rolling in the film. I'm glad they had that in. But there was one where Robin said, he was hit by a Budweiser truck. He was like... He was hit by a Budweiser truck. This Bud's for you. This Bud's for you. And he started to like cry, but then he started laughing. Because you remember that old 90s fucking commercial? The Bud... There's Bud's for you. You know, it was like a song. It was like a song. And it was like, there's Bud's for you. It was so fucking goofy.
I only remember the Budweiser frogs.
Yeah, well, they were good too. But this one was like, if I remember correctly, it was like fucking... You could probably YouTube it now. But I think it was like a bunch of sports people and shit. And then it was like, there's Bud's for you. Kind of like what Ultra does.
Oh my God, yeah, Ultra.
You know?
Yeah, what a way to like...
Low-cal beer, you know?
Yeah, good for sports.
Good for sports shit, you know? But, yeah, it was like, this Bud's for you was like their motto at the time, I guess.
God.
And it was just, this Bud's for you. It's so funny. But I love the Guinness line. It was so funny. But anywho, moving on.
We can move on to Chris and Lydia finding the truth.
Yes. So...
Mrs. Doubtfire goes to take it's a call of nature.
Call of nature, dear.
And Chris walks in on Doubtfire peeing, standing up.
Yep.
And of course, you know, Chris,
He's a she! He's a she!
Yeah,
He's a she! What? He's a guy!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he doesn't know what it is yet, and this is definitely before our progressive world.
Where we are now.
Yeah, where we are now. But he said, he's like, he's half man, half woman.
Yeah.
But Doubtfire comes in, and
Lydia
the kids are
picks
freaked.
up a tennis racket.
Don't move!
You freeze!
Yeah.
Stay where are you gonna get it? In the balls! She's got him. She's got everything. Listen to me.
I am not.
Who you think I am?
Yeah, no shit.
You watch your mouth, young man.
Dad? They like already knew with that.
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then he straight up tells, he's just like,
clean.
How did you, what is it? He goes, it's just padding. Just foam padding. You know, I didn't have any operations. Who did this to you? Uncle Frank and Aunt Jack.
Yeah.
It really is you.
I love, Chris is like, you don't like wearing all that stuff, do you? Like, well, you know, it's
kind of comfortable.
Kind of comfortable. No, I hate it. It's a pain in the ass.
Pain in the padded ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pain in the padded ass.
And I only wear this around you guys. I don't go to old lady bars.
Right, after work. This is just a job, okay?
Yeah,
it's the only way I can see you every day.
Yeah.
Which, understandable,
yeah.
But, so, all that, and then he's at work the next day, and he's delivering film, and starts talking to this old guy, and he sees this...
They're filming right now.
They're filming a dinosaur show for kids.
Yeah.
With this guy who's super old, super sloth-like.
Yeah. His spirit animal is a sloth.
It is a fucking sloth. Slugs. I think slugs are faster than this motherfucker. So sloth, I don't know. But he's just like, today, boys and girls, we're learning about dinosaurs. And a T-Rex is a carnivore.
And I love the shot of the cameraman falling asleep.
Oh,
and slightly, like, the camera starts to slowly, like, lower, and he, like, jerks himself back away.
It was so funny. And then fucking Daniel walks in, and he's just like, oh my god, this guy used to... Which one's the dinosaur? And then the guy he's talking to, who we find out is,
Jonathan
Lundy.
Yeah.
He's all like, which one's the dinosaur? He goes, I think it's the one talking. He goes, no, they're all extinct. And then he starts laughing, Jonathan. And he's just like, how can they exploit kids to this? This is just this guy used to put me to sleep as a child. Who kept this guy on all that? What asshole kept this guy on this long? He goes, me. He's like, who are you? And then Jonathan Lundy introduces him. I'm Jonathan Lundy. Jonathan Lundy, general manager, owner. He goes, Daniel Hillard, former employee.
Oh,
maybe.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, that's funny. Look at Robin. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, and he tries to apologize, and
like,
Lundy's like,
I'm
no,
pulling the shit.
You're right. This is terrible. Like, the ratings are really bad, and I don't know why he's kept him on for so long, and I'm going to pull it.
Yeah, I'm pulling the shit. He goes, no, don't pull it. All you need to do is you need to come up with, like, a musical routine. Get hip with the kids.
Yeah, spice it up a little bit.
Make it part of the times. And then
he gets interrupted by
his boss. And he's like, you need to get out there and deliver those films. And he's just like, oh, yeah, this is Jonathan Lundy. Because he knows who I am.
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah, he knows
unlike you.
Right. And then Daniel looks over and just goes, do you ever look at yourself in the mirror and go, this is not my life? And then, like, walks off. And then...
just, like, totally with his, like, tail between his legs.
Right. And then now we have this really interesting moment with Miranda.
Yeah, she starts to open up about Daniel to Doubtfire, and watching Daniel listen to this as Doubtfire is very heartbreaking because he has to stay in his character, but also, like, he is legit, like, hearing this for the first time where, yeah, things with Daniel were great. He was so funny and spontaneous, but things just stopped being funny after a while. He never took anything seriously, and, like, things got so hard for her that there were nights that she would, like, fall asleep crying.
Yeah, she'd cry herself to sleep because she was so unhappy. And he was like, well, have you ever tried to talk to him about it?
Yeah.
And then she was just like, you could never talk to Daniel about something seriously. If you ever tried, he would change the subject into, like, a joke or something.
Yeah.
So, no, I never was able to talk to Daniel. And then you could see he was there just like, oh, my God, what have I done?
Yeah.
And just so fucked up. And then we have that moment. So now we're really seeing, like you said, Miranda just opened up, and now Daniel is starting to really see what he did. And
yeah, what really went wrong in the marriage, because at first he just thought that there wasn't a problem,
right.
That maybe there was something going on, but it wasn't as bad as he thought.
Yeah.
And he figured out that she really just fell out of love,
right,
with him, and that's, people grow apart, just how it happens.
Yeah. So then we have this moment where you see Mrs. Doubtfire hanging off the side of a trolley.
Mm-hmm. And the whole family's
riding up. The whole family's there. Then you see Chris lean out in front, and Mrs. Doubtfire hits him with her purse. He just, get back in the...
Yeah.
Are you alright, dear?
Yes. But their destination was this very exclusive club.
A pool,
It's a pool, like an exclusive pool, and it's a lot of pretty folk.
Pretty folk walk in, and fucking Miss Doubtfire even says, I have a cough drop in my mouth, everyone. Mrs. Doubtfire even says, oh, look, Nettie, you won't see one body made straight from nature.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck she says. And then Liddy, like, starts laughing, and Miss Doubtfire looks at him and goes, Liddy? Because Liddy was laughing because her dad, obviously, Mrs. Doubtfire, is not of nature.
Yes.
So that's why Lydia starts laughing. She's like, Liddy?
Yeah. Oh my God, I didn't catch that.
Yeah. That's why he says Liddy, because she starts to laugh when he said that. He's looking at him.
Yeah. And then the kids notice Stu is up
on the high board.
High board, and Doubtfire goes, see, look at that. That's called liposuction.
Yeah. And then he dives off.
Doing like a
triple fucking
pike.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does like a double pike diving. Like he
fucking
hands
pierces into the ground like Excalibur into the stone deer.
Yes.
Or into the
Does he say that?
No.
No. That's perfect. That sounds like something he would say.
Thank you. So he dives in, comes out, and then Miranda's just, let's go say hi. Oh, let's do, please.
Oh, yes, please. Oh.
We go over. Oh, kids, hi guys. Mrs. Doubtfire. I can't do fucking Pierce Brosnan. I'm horrible. Mrs. Doubtfire, and then Miss Doubtfire is just like, oh, Miss Doubtfire, did you bring your suit? Oh no, dear, I'm pretty sure they outlawed whaling.
From the looks of it, that watch is quite cold.
Yeah, it is.
And Daddy's like,
Your tummy's a lot different than my daddy's.
Yeah.
not everyone can afford their own personal trainer.
Yeah. So they says, no, I'm just gonna. Okay, guys, swim time. And he goes, and Miss Doubtfire's just like, okay, I'll just watch you steal my family from me, you bastard. I'll just go.
Touch me and I'll drown you.
Done. Goes over to the bar. Gets,
beyond obsession.
Yeah.
What am I
doing? He gets a pint and he's drinking, and this girl, this very attractive blonde, shows up to the bar.
Yeah, you like those 90s style swimsuits.
I really do. I wish they
it
would
makes
bring
sense
those back.
because like that style was around your sexual awakening.
Coming of
yeah.
age. I do. I like that style.
Yeah, the style. It's like very high.
I even don't mind the one piece.
Yeah, like
they used to have.
high waisted bathing suits were all the rage, which I think are honestly a little more flattering than the Opie. Oh my god.
Calm down.
The low cut, very tight, especially for someone that's like thicker down yonder, like cutting off the thigh, it's not flattering. Yeah, the attractive comes, and I don't know if it's the beer, but Daniel forgets that he's in drag. I don't call it drag, but he's Doubtfire, and he tries to pay for the chick's beer, and she's
it's
like,
on me.
no thanks.
Yeah. He's just like, oh shit.
And then Stu comes up to the bar and doesn't see Doubtfire, and we kind of get a little background about Stu. I feel like it's fairly like rushed and just kind of for us to get a little bit of an understanding. But Stu he's not a bad guy.
No, he really isn't.
He's not like.
He's just a bachelor.
He's a bachelor, and the guy that he's talking to, like, he even admits, like, well, the guy's like, you dating someone with kids,
Mr. Bachelor, I'm never gonna have kids.
But Stu's like, these are 3 amazing kids, and I've fallen in love with them.
I'm pushing 40.
Yeah,
I would like to have a family.
Yeah,
at this point.
I don't want to be alone the rest of my life. And the one thing that he does say, which hopefully he never says it in front of the children, but the guy asks about the father, and Stu's like, well, what can I say? The man's a loser. They need a more positive father figure in their life.
And who's to say that, of course, Miranda was probably putting that in fucking Stu's head.
That bug in the ear,
and especially seeing how we see Miranda throughout the entire film, I wouldn't be surprised if Miranda was the one that said that to Stu.
Yes, exactly. So, yeah, Stu, he's an innocent bystander,
I think
honestly.
so. I always thought that Stu was
as a kid,
genuine.
I never really thought that as a kid because, of course, I'm thinking like, oh no, he's gonna get between the kids and Daniel. Not to say that I was hoping that they would
get back together.
Get back together, but it's like, oh no, like for me, I don't know. There's always that hunt for the bad guy. Like who's the bad guy in the movie? Like there doesn't always have to be a villain in a film. But Daniel hears that, totally takes offense to it. Understandable. Yeah. He throws a lime at Stu's in the back of the head.
And Stu turns around.
Oh, sir!
Oh, sir! Oh, I saw it! There was an angry member of the kitchen staff. Did you not tip them? Oh, the terrorist, he ran that way. It was a ran-by fruiting. Oh, I'll get him, dear, I'll get him. Loser. What are you looking at? Yeah. What are you looking at? To the guy.
It's like he just gives it 0 fucks at this point because it's depressing to watch another man and the kids and Miranda, they're having a blast. Yeah, like who wouldn't have a good time at the pool?
Right.
Honestly. So it's very depressing to watch. Next.
Okay, next
is Daniel's turn with the dinosaurs.
Right. So Daniel starts playing with the dinosaurs and is having a great time and is like he's making up a rap with the raptor and he's making the T-Rex be the king and he's doing like an Elvis Presley impersonation. The fucking long neck is a James Brown impersonation.
Can't go on. Can't go on.
Yeah. Just so funny. And Lundy sees this and Lundy's all like, Very impressive, Mr. Hillard. And then he
Yeah,
was like,
really
I didn't know
was.
anybody was watching. He goes, I was watching. That's some funny stuff. I want to talk to you about it at dinner. Friday, Bridges. I'll have a table for us.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Meet me there. And then he's like, okay. And then he's now Mrs. Doubtfire again. And Miranda is trying to find an outfit for her birthday. That is on Friday.
I love
And-
the choosing of the dress
Yeah.
moment.
What should I wear, Mrs. Doubtfire?
There's and they're two. Like, well, I mean, Sally Fields, she's very. I think she can still wear. The red one might be pushing a little bit.
Yeah.
To go out to dinner with her children.
Children, right.
Yeah, like that. The red dress was more for a date.
Yeah.
So the black one, yeah. But of course, Mrs. Doubtfire is like, no.
Neither.
Neither.
Look at this lovely frock.
This lovely frock. You don't want to. That dress speaks. It says I'm easy. You want to look like Kilimanjaro.
You're on your first date.
Yeah.
No, dear, wear this. I wore that at my grandmother's funeral in '76
Yes.
or whatever the fuck it was.
And I love that they make the children decide on the 3 dresses, and Natty's like the short black one, Lydia, and she's like, Natty's like,
Yeah, it's the most fun.
Yeah, it's the most fun.
And,
yeah, you see, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, then I won't be responsible. I'll get the frock out of here.
I won't be responsible for your virtue.
Right. Then you could be there to protect me. I will. Yes, it's Friday night at 7. My favorite restaurant, Bridges. Bridges! Bridges! I can't. No, dear, it's my turn to pull the bowls at the rectory.
It's my bingo
It's
night.
my bingo night, dear. It's my turn to pull the bowls at the rectory.
You have to, Miss Doubtfire. You have to come.
Oh, who can say no to that?
Face.
Yeah. So then, yeah, he finds out. Daniel tries to reschedule, can't reschedule. So he plays both sides.
Yep.
And he goes as Miss Doubtfire sees Jonathan Lundy, and he's just like, here we go.
Yeah.
Goes in.
I call it
Lundy's
like
first.
it's showtime.
Yeah. Lundy's first. Lundy calls for a non-smoking table. And then they're about to get a table.
They try to get non-smoking.
They try to get non-smoking, and Miss Doubtfire says, "Smoke it!" It's like, Mrs. Doubtfire, you don't smoke. No, but I did. And I found out, dear, the best way to stop smoking is to surround yourself by people who do smoke, because then it gets into the lungs and it makes it easier to not want. Or some shit like that.
not want.
And then it was just really... So then they go to the
accommodator.
table. Yeah, they go to the table.
Table 39. Oh, 39, my age.
My age! Yeah, that's right. 39, my age.
My grandmother says that all the time.
Oh,
It's
that
so
is
adorable.
adorable. God. But they go to the table, and then they're all like, okay, well, I have to go take my medicine. Goes to the bathroom, and
No.
Mrs. Doubtfire, can we get you? Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, no, because like, well, we have water. You can take it here.
Right.
And Doubtfire's like, I don't take it orally, dear.
That's right! I can't take it orally, dear.
And her face is just like,
Oh, my God, yeah.
please.
And then he was just like, no, well, Miss Doubtfire, can we get you anything? It's a stiff Chardonnay.
Stiff Chardonnay.
A nice stiff Chardonnay. And then comes back, goes, makes the phone call as Daniel.
Yeah, he's gonna be late.
And then it comes back to the table as Mrs. Doubtfire starts talking. Natty has to go to the bathroom.
Yes.
Miranda takes her.
And then Doubtfire suggests that the other children go and
Right.
look at the dessert tray and
Yeah.
pick out what they want. And
The moment with Stu alone.
moment with Stu alone. And hope you have a little competition.
Yeah. Oh, she has a power tool in the bedroom, dear. Oh, that thing could break sidewalk. It's like a prison movie. The lights dim when she uses it. It's just so fucking funny. This is all her shit. It's just...
And then even like Stu's like, Doubtfire, please.
Yeah, Mr. Doubtfire, please, no. And then he's, I'm being too forward, aren't I? Oh, that's right, dear. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's the wine. I have to go. And he gets up, goes to the bathroom, tries to go into the men's room. And then Miranda, You're going into the men's room. Oh, so it is.
Do need new glasses.
Yeah. Goes in, comes out as Daniel, sits at the table with Lundy, and Lundy's all like, Scotch drinker, huh? They're just having a good time.
Shivers on the rocks, a double, or do a two so you can catch up. And it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, right. And even Daniel's like, whoa.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus, I just fucking chugged a Chardonnay.
Yeah.
Even though that's,
And I tried to notice this time, especially him getting drunker and drunker because he kept switching from table to table.
Yeah.
And the stumbling and the just being a little more loosey-goosey.
So he had 4 scotches technically at Lundy's table the first round after finishing the Chardonnay at the table.
Yeah.
And then when he's talking to Lundy, he goes back to be Mrs. Doubtfire again, and now he's a Chardonnay and 4 scotches in.
Yeah.
And because they were doubles, that's why.
Yeah, I figured that. Yeah.
But and he goes back to the table, and if he didn't eat, I probably would have done the same thing.
Well, yeah, because Lundy, there was no waitress. It's like they were. It was a business meeting, so it might have just been just drinks.
Yeah.
Well, the meeting didn't really get that far because he kept having to
go back and forth.
Yeah. And Lundy seems, more like a drinker than an eater.
Yeah.
He drinks his dinner. Yeah. But the best part is when he comes back to Lundy and he has that lady's perfume.
Yeah.
Because Daniel douses himself as Doubtfire because he starts to smell more like scotch.
Yeah.
So that's why he tries to drown out his the stench. And then Lundy's like, Are you wearing lipstick?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Waitress.
Waitress I used to date. Couldn't keep her hands off me.
Oh, you scallywag.
Yeah. You dog.
Scallywag.
Oh, God, yeah. Does your lady friend have a lady friend? Well, this is the 90s. No, I mean, does she have a lady friend for me?
I gotta stretch her out.
Yeah, I gotta stretch out.
Got a limo.
Yeah, I gotta stretch out for you. Oh, go get her.
Yeah.
And he goes, and then that gives him a reason to leave his
To
Mrs.
leave,
Doubtfire.
yeah. And
goes in.
When he gets back, they start to the family starts to order food, and Stu orders the jambalaya and says non-spicy. I'm very allergic to pepper. Okay. How the fuck? If you're someone that's allergic to spicy spices, why would you order jambalaya?
Right.
You order jambalaya for the spiciness of it.
Right.
It's just it's
Have a coconut shrimp.
you're asking for. I'm sorry.
Right.
How does that even taste good? I'm not a big jambalaya person,
I don't really know
but
anything about fucking jambalaya.
yeah, I mean, you don't really eat. You can't really eat super spicy stuff
Like
either.
stew,
Like stew.
I'm not fucking. I won't choke on the shit if I eat it, but I'll have problems.
You'll have problems.
I'll have fucking problems.
It's not you. It's the roids.
It's not me. It's the roids. Indeed. So.
Yeah, Daniel's getting a little more drunk, and he decides to go into the kitchen and douse Stu's
Shit
with cayenne pepper, like the hottest of the hot spice. Holy shit, that's the type of shit. I remember back in the day, the Hollywood diet. It used to be water, some type of apple cider vinegar, and cayenne pepper.
Jesus.
That's the type of shit that you put in if you want to pretty much flush.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a flush diet. So cayenne pepper. There you go. That's the secret. The Hollywood secret diet.
Now my secret's out.
No, the secret's out.
Yeah.
It is a fun part when Doubtfire comes back.
Yeah.
And the teeth
fall out.
Teeth fall out.
I'll have this hand with it. Oh dear. Oh God. Oh shit. What was it say? Carpe dentum.
Yes, carpe dentum.
Seize the teeth.
Yeah, he starts to shake it like a dog.
Yeah, shake it. Use it like a pencil.
Yeah, and he tells Stu, tell them to puree the salmon. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Gotta put a little adhesive in.
Have them puree the salmon.
Yes. The salmon. I guess that does happen before the lipstick, but whatever. This is it's a very confusing thing.
It's just really funny. It doesn't
it's
matter.
It's a confusing
we're hitting
scene.
It.
Yeah, we're hitting all the good shit.
And then he goes back to Lundy as Doubtfire, and Lundy is like, ma'am, I believe you're at the wrong table. Sorry, that scotch is going right through me.
Yeah.
Daniel, why in God's name are you dressed like a woman?
Yeah.
He goes, I would like you to meet the host of your new show.
Yes.
Why would Mrs. Doubtfire be the good host for a new show? Oh, I'm a hip old granny. I bebop, stuck till you drop, Wait, how the fuck is
It's
that
a
shit?
hip hop
Oh.
bebop dance till you drop.
And ooh, make a wiki cup of cool.
Yes. There
Yes,
you go.
queen.
Yes, queen.
Did it. Oh, God.
Teamwork. And the food comes out while this is all happening.
Right.
Stu takes a bite and right away just starts fucking choking on a scramp.
Yeah, I guess because of the pepper, I guess his
It's
fucking...
The cayenne pepper, yeah.
His
'cause-
shit just started seizing up inside and couldn't even chew and swallow.
And Miranda sees Doubtfire
Fire.
as him as Doubtfire. Like, Mrs. Doubtfire, help! Because
He's choking! He's choking!
Yeah. Oh God, I killed the bastard.
Yeah, oh God, I killed the bastard.
Help is on the way.
Help is on the way, dear!
There you go.
Help is on the way! Oh, come on now! Work with me! It just falls over and Stu coughs up the bitch. And then lands on the table.
Like
The
right in
shrimp.
front of Natty.
Yeah, she's just like, Daddy?
Yeah, because the mask was
Comes
starting
off.
to, and it completely came off, and
She finds out, yeah, and then
Daddy?
Miranda. Yeah. Daddy.
Daniel.
Daddy! Oh my God! Oh my God! The whole time! Oh, I'm sorry, Miranda.
I have to go. We have to go. We're leaving right now. Come on, kids.
Oh God, yeah, and then fucking, oh God, I love when he looks at Stu and he's like, sorry about the pepper. Thanks for the...
Yeah, do they like shake hands?
Yeah, they shake hands
shake
and
hands.
they leave. What are you looking at? Show's over.
Yeah, and we get back to court,
Yeah.
and it's like it's hard to. I mean, now being so invested in the film, of course,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, this is so unfair what's happening to Daniel. But if you look at it in a legal standpoint, like what he did is very odd, and well, the
It's
judge
very
the
odd.
judge calls it unorthodox.
Yeah.
But like, I just don't understand.
Well, he also broke the rule. The judge gave him 1 day to see the children, and he broke the rule there.
Yeah, he saw the kids like every day. He
Yeah.
broke that rule, and he impersonated
A woman.
a woman. He pretended to be somebody else in order to see his kids. So that is part of breaking the law. But like this, they start to like question his mental state,
Right.
and he can't see the kids anymore. Well, Miranda gets full custody, and Daniel can only see the kids supervised.
Yep.
So they think that he's like legit mentally unstable, which I get that, like showing caution for the kids and blah blah blah, but later Daniel says something that it's like, why would they think that? I don't know. I guess they have to think of everything because the priority is for the
kids.
The kids, yeah, it's the children's
Yeah.
safety.
Then Miranda's trying to get a new nanny.
Yeah.
After this, and this woman is just shit. It's
I
just-
don't do laundry. I don't do basements. I don't change diapers, and I don't do reading.
Yeah.
Natty.
Yeah. We'll be in touch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
the kids are helping Miranda do dinner, and the whole family misses
Doubtfire, yeah.
I miss her stories.
Yeah. So then they hear, "Hello, my dears," and
Yeah.
they see her on the TV. Everybody's laughing because of her new show. It's very fucking Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
You know, really good. And Miranda,
goes to visit Daniel on the set.
yeah, and goes in
And then, like, this is when they talk. This is, like, after the rehearsal and all that. Like, Daniel's like, come on, Miranda, you took my kids away. I have to see my kids with supervised, that even if I try to hug my children, they give me a look like I'm some type of deviant.
Yeah.
Like, they think
I
that
go
he's...
in to hug my kids, and she wonders why.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
did they really think that he was going to do something?
Right.
Like pervy to the kids? It's
Yeah.
just like...
And then Miranda's just like, "I'm sorry, Daniel, I was angry." Well, you tore my heart out, and you want to do it again?
Yeah.
You know, it's just, ugh.
Yeah, and even like, and Daniel's statement we didn't mention, but like, he's like, the key line is like, not having my kids around. It's like not having air and
Yeah.
like not being
That
able
is
to.
a great speech.
Yeah, not being able to breathe. His statement, because he acts as his own lawyer.
Right.
But they find some common ground that we don't really get to see because it's supposed to be a surprise.
Yeah.
Someone's at the door, and the kids are like, "Oh God, not another babysitter." And Mary's like, "Come on, I feel really good about this one." Yeah. And who's at the door? Daddy!
Yeah. Yeah, so cute. Tim and Lydia is all like, "What about the courts?"
I took care of it.
Yeah, took care of it all. And that's all she had to do. All she has to say is, I don't want to do it anymore. It's done.
Yeah.
That easy.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
And so Daniel's just like, thank you, and then he waits for the kids, and then Miranda goes in and starts watching Mrs. Doubtfire, and Mrs. Doubtfire is reading a letter from Katie. Oh, my dear Katie.
Yes.
And it's about divorce. It's about
My brother Andrew said that we aren't to be a family anymore. What are we going to do, Mrs. Doubtfire? Is it my fault? Oh, my dear Katie, let me tell you, sometimes a mummy and a daddy don't get along anymore, and that doesn't mean that they don't love you, dear.
it just starts going on and
Yeah,
on. It's just really heartfelt.
It's
It's not your fault.
Yeah, and heartfelt. It's just, and explains that there are so many different families out there, and gives all these examples, which is like, it is so true, and it didn't really get shown a lot in like TV and film, so it's very easy to feel like you're the only kid in the world that deals with a different kind of family. It doesn't mean you're not a family. It's just some families are different.
Right.
And that's okay. As long as there's love.
Exactly.
That's
You'll be all right.
You'll be all right.
Yeah. So, God, we did it.
Yeah, we did it.
We did it, everybody.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Oh, that was Mrs. Doubtfire. I love it!
Yes.
All right.
Good pick, everybody.
Yeah,
Thank you for
great
doing
pick.
that.
Okay, guys, so let's move on over to the handy-dandy Shakespearean notebook. Who was the churlish, hell-governed abomination? Churlish, rude, vulgar, hell-governed, works for the devil. Let's be real. Abomination, loathsome thing, cause of unjust.
How about the nanny at the end that says, I don't do laundry, I don't do diapers, I don't do this. Or the mother-in-law.
Jesus Christ, help me. Yeah. Ooh.
There you go.
Good.
There they are. One of those two, yes.
I'll say the nanny over the mom. Well, no, I'll say the nanny, because who wants their kids around that kind of shit?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
no. That's like...
That's some fucking don't tell mom the babysitter's dead type shit right there, dude.
Yeah. Almost like Trunchbull, like...
Yeah.
Ooh, and same actress, that was Matilda.
Oh my god, I'm a genius. Put her in the closet.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Anywho. Alright, gang. We did it. So, we already know that we are going to watch this fucking film. This film is that amazing.
Yeah.
So we both watch it alone. So,
where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here? I think, would it be your pick this time? Would we be back to you? What are we doing?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it was your idea to do a listener pick.
Yeah.
We can go to me, and I know I've given you this idea, but we could either move on to a completely different film, or we can stick with the Robin Williams theme for the now. I mean, I know
but make it a your choice and then a my choice.
Yeah.
I am all for it.
Are you all for it?
I'm for it.
Okay.
I'm game.
So I am... Oh, God, it's been so hard between these two, but I'm going to go with The Birdcage. Because that really is... It's one of my favorite films, and Robin Williams is really good, and fucking Nathan Lane. Mm-hmm. Like, that pairing is so special, and I love the art of drag so much. Mm-hmm. So it'll be really special for me to talk about this film.
Yeah. Oh, good.
So,
all right.
Yeah,
good.
And then you'll pick one next time.
And then I'll pick one next week.
Yeah.
Well, the week after.
Week after.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us once again. We all loved your guys' pick. We love doing this. Hopefully we'll do it again, most likely, because we just like to hear your guys' input. Yes. So this was really fun. Great pick. Thank you. Everyone, thank you once again for joining us. You can find us on all podcasting platforms. Please like and subscribe and leave us a review if you do not mind.
Yes, thank you. And we are all over the World Wide Web. On Twitter, we are movies_pod. On Instagram, we are movies.contemplation_pod. We have an email, movies.contemplation@gmail.com. And we are on Facebook, Movies and Contemplation.
All right, everybody. Contemplators. See you next week with Birdcage.
Yes, tannins!